Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu has dismissed claims that the 2022 Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education (KCSE) exams were marred with integrity issues. Speaking before the National Assembly's Education Committee, Machogu was flanked by Principal Secretary Belio Kipsang and Kenya National Examinations Council Chief Executive David Njengere stated that the 2022 exams passed the integrity test. Let's get more from NTV's Sydney Chazima.
Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu blocked off any attempts from the members of parliament to apportion the ministry blame on claims of exam malpractice. The legislators were keen on the results curve, arguing that it was abnormal.
There is something called a natural curve, a normal curve, and there is something called an abnormal curve. In a normal situation, did it not break your conscience to take further investigations to ascertain the abnormal curve that has been attained by this
student in a day school coming from the same environment with an average of 200 cannot present an extraordinary result?
If it's your child, for example, Chairman, and they had 400, would you complain if they get an A? That's the point. So whose child is this that we are saying they got a 400, but we want to see a normal curve?
Machogu claimed that no one has so far tabled tangible evidence to counter the results.
Rumors will always be rumors. The truth will always be the truth. And wrong information, misinformation, and all this will be out there.
A section of schools in Nyanza region, and more specifically in the county where the Cabinet Secretary hails from, was singled out for what was termed as extraordinary performances.
Some of the schools that were flagged off were in Kisii and Nyamira, which happens to be your area of origin, CS. And therefore, the narrative out there was that some of these schools may have, you are barely 1 month old in office. And therefore, you may not have been privy to this. But the question is, how can a school leapfrog from a point of 4 to 7?
The school which had most A's was Manga with 79 A's. Kiambu as a county, because of the many national schools we have in Kiambu, had 226 A's. So the A's were spread countrywide, and the fact and the allegation they made, and even the social media and the media, that there were 946 A's from Kisii and Nyamira counties was a falsehood that was being peddled to kind of mess the credibility and the integrity of the exam.
The National Assembly's Education Committee will now retreat and draft a report detailing its findings of the alleged 2022 KCSE exam malpractices. Sydney Chazima, NTV.